not going to face the risk of it if it is. So I'm going to see if we can get some advice from people that are in that community that know a lot about tanks and a lot about aquarium setups. And if I could have avoided it, I definitely would have, but these things happen. Like, it's not something that you should be sad about, you know. It's just something that you got to try and avoid next time, you know. Welcome back, everyone. Today's video, we're going to be starting this old project that I've been trying to get to for the last, it's been probably 6 months. We had a terrible accident when we were overseas one time, and our fish tank decided to stop working, and it killed all our fish. So I haven't really gotten to actually like changing up the tank and putting more fish in. Of course, I got rid of the fish that did unfortunately die, but yeah, I just haven't really gotten around to doing that project because it's sort of sad thing that we had these fish for like 5+ years before that happened, or that accident happened. But we are going to get back to it. We're going to clean up the tank, probably give the fish tank stand a new paint job and stuff like that, because it does look pretty bare. But yeah, let me show you the tank and we'll get to it. So this is the tank. It's been quite a long time since we've touched this tank. The water is still, I turned off all the filters because we had no fish in it. There was no point in actually running this unit with nothing in it. But surprisingly, a lot of these plants are actually still alive, thriving, if you will. So let me put on the light and I'll show you what it actually looks like inside. So this is what it looks like inside. It actually is so green, like it's crazy to think. But if you look inside, you can really see the algae's taken over everything in this tank. So our plan is to get it out, get all the plants out. Unfortunately, I might try and start a new plant stand. It just shows you how good the lighting is from the natural light that comes in and hits the tank during the day. But yeah, we're gonna have to try and get to it, get out all that algae. Probably gonna have to clean out everything, every single thing. And I might have to replace a few parts. I think the heater was like pretty gone, I reckon, by the time. So I haven't been able to determine what actually went wrong in the tank. I would assume it was the heater, but I guess we'll find out sooner or later. Let's show you just inside here. I've got all the gear that I'm going to need to give this a good clean. And I think in here, this is where we've got the big boy, the big filter. This is going to need a good clean, I think. So we'll get to that as well soon. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. Yes, this transformation is going to be wild. I'm going to make it just look amazing in here. And yeah, that's the goal, right? So. All right, so fish flakes can never go wrong. I haven't smelt anything, so it's not like it's got a bad smell or anything in here. It's just getting this thing up is going to be interesting, to be honest with you. Unless I do this is the other plan. I just hope I don't drop anything. I'm just trying to think if I can get my hands in here. I don't mind if it's like that, but wait. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. See? Oh, Jesus. That was a bit loud. Alright. So we've got the top off now, which is going to be a lot easier to make things off of this. Alright. Take these to the back. Alright, I think we're going to have to start pretty much unplugging everything. At the moment, I'm going to try and clean all these. I think these things are going to need a good wash. break. There we go. What it looks like at the moment inside the tank. It's pretty crazy, and you can see, look how murky this water looks. Nothing has moved in here in a while. Need to get stuff moving in this tank. This can't be good water. Oh well, we'll get to it, and hopefully it won't be too bad. There you go. That'll showcase. Like, literally, this is what happens in rivers when they've been sitting there for that long. It's been like over a year, they're sitting here. So let's get to it. So I don't think we're going to be getting any. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get this stuff up. This squeezy bottle, the squeezy bit that helps you move this stuff and get the water up, is broken. But I think it might not be broken, it might just be really stuffed. Let's try this. Let's give this a crack. I mean, it's filled with sand. Maybe that's why. Alright. See if that makes a difference. Might even be that it needs to go the other way around. Maybe I just put it on wrong the last time I used it. Hang on, what about this thing? Jesus. Look at this. Check out that. You see that on camera? Look how clogged that is. Holy shit. Alright. Maybe that's part of the problem. I don't really have anything that's going to be able to push it in. Hopefully it was enough. We'll see how we go. We'll try it like that for now. Now, I have a feeling it's the other way around. Let's give it a crack. Like, maybe this bit needs to be the other way around. No, that's not working. Which is a bit concerning. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, all these other little parts, I think I'm going to have to start putting them in the sink to clean up. Let's do that. Okay. So at the moment I'm just detaching all the old equipment so I can give it a clean, and then I think after that I'm going to try and take out all these plants. Although they are really nice and green, I think it's best to just start over with them. The smell's coming up now. Holy shit. Does not smell good. As much as I probably want to start getting out that water, I think getting out these plants and all that crap around it is probably the best way to go. I think if anything, I want to try and get the water below that filter level before I take it out of that. But this smell is just, oh, it's a lot. Hang on, I've got this. It's alright, we'll do that soon. My ADHD's kicking in. Alright. Let's just start grabbing stuff. I think that's the best way around it. Oh, yuck. That feels terrible. Put these in here. The sliminess is what gets you. It's the old boat. Oh my God, it feels yuck, it feels yuck, it feels yuck. Look at that. Check out that. Check it out. It's just covered in moss. Yuck. I wish I had like gloves or something, maybe for this. It wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't think I've got anything for this sort of stuff. I have the slime on it. Alright, let's take these into the laundry. Here they all are, all this stuff. You can just see they're all covered in like just yuck green moss, so I'm gonna have to give them a good wash. So let's go and do that. This is the other thing. You can sort of see how caked it is inside the actual unit itself. So I might have to try and shop for a new one. It's an Aqua one. But this thing is really good. You only need one of these heaters and it'll warm up that whole tank. Just full of stuff, which is great. So let's get onto it. Let's try and clean this up. Dude. To get it off one of these, right? I don't think I can, and it has an awful smell. I think this thing's going to go to the side. I don't even know if we're going to use this thing again, so this might be one of the things that we have to throw out, unfortunately. So, alright. Thankfully these things actually come apart, which is great for this purpose. Perfect. Good enough. Basically, our goal for tonight at the moment is to just make sure that that tank's got all that water out of it, just so that smell can go away, and then we can let that other tank rest after a while. We're gonna have to give it a really good clean. We have to use some dish soap. Give it a good clean, leave it to rest, especially before you even think about putting fish in it again. All right, here we go. The wave pool. All right. It's a nice clean piece. Let's put it this. Look at this. Check that out. That is all covered in moss. Ready? Holy shit. I don't know if we lost the cord. I think we did. Look at the way it's meant to look now. That was what it was meant to look like. Holy hell. Alright. Next. Covered in it. on stuff like this, don't you? Alright, looking good. Alright, now, okay. Oh, we've got actually a little bit of other things. Let me just grab the bucket. What is that? Oh, that's the old... Isn't that the skull or some shit? What is that? It is a big rock, I think it is. It might just be a big rock. This is a grey ass piece. I like this piece. It's an awesome little piece. What is in here? There's something there. Oh, the car. This is the car. The broken car. Hopefully the pressure of the water entering it. Actually, yeah. Helps a little bit. Alright. The water's quite murky at the moment. I like this driftwood too. I'll have to save that. That one's pretty good, I think. My fear is that this video is going to consist of a whole bunch of just cleaning. Naturally, they're very small fish, and if you have a tank with like decent sized fish, they tend to get eaten. It's just how it works. They can be a big problem in the tank. Very, very big problem. Especially for the smaller types of fish. I think this thing has a bit of sand in it as well. That's all right. Here is all of our cleaned ornaments that now look nice and pretty. And fish tank's looking quite bare. Now I'm going to start taking out all these plants so we can start draining some of the water. Let's get to it. Oh, I just know these are going to feel terrible. I'm going to hate this. Alright, let's just start going ahead. Jesus, they've got some fucking roots. Holy shit. These things have been growing. Holy hell. I'm actually quite sad to see them grow. Look at that. Holy shit. Look at the roots on this thing. And look how thick each one of them is. I actually don't know if it's worth keeping some of these, but I can't just because it's not going to... I'm not going to get to the planting stage, you know. This tank has been left so long that you just got to start again. Holy shit, look at that. Whoa. Check out that. Huge. You will probably see me make some more videos outside when the weather gets better. I mean, it's the middle of winter right now, and it is so cold outside, and it's so hard to just do anything because it's always wet or it's dark really early. And because I work a 9 to 5, usually I like to work around like 5 o'clock. So if there's no light, it's hard to record. That's why we do have the outdoor light. So if there is stuff that I need to get to or not, and I want to make a video about it, we will still do some outside shots, but most of the time, until it gets warmer, that's when I'll probably start doing more of them projects. Record that, but I'm such an idiot. I had all the plants in there, and it had water in the bottom, but I put the bag over the top, emptied this upside down. Didn't end well. I wish I had that on record, but I didn't. So now I think I've got this old strainer that might work, hopefully. We'll see how we go.
I used to use it a while ago. Do I have to do it that way?
Do it that way. Yeah, there we go. All right, here we go. So our plan of action is to try and get all this yucky sort of stuff out of here. It's not really good. Is that doing anything? Got a big rain. It helps start it. Scouring here. This type of thing. Oh, I could use that. Yeah, that should work, right? Basically just want to try and get off all this crap. A lot of this won't go off though, I don't reckon. Unless it does.
There's magnetic cleaners that you can get. It sticks to either side of the tank. Makes it really easy to clean and keep on top of. But since what happened to us, it's a different sort of story. The whole tank shut down. Hang on, can I take off the... Oh, I can. Oh my god. Holy shit. Things are going to hit the fan. Alright. There's our first bucket down. By doing this, you can just get to more of the water. That's awesome. Although a lot of this we should be able to get off after we finish, or after we get this out. I should really be working on the sand, but just thought we'll try and get as much algae off as we can before we take it outside. If anyone doesn't know, I mean, I work a full-time job, Monday to Friday. Making content isn't the easiest type of thing in the regard of getting time to be able to do it. So these sort of things just happen in my days off or whenever I get a chance, really. I enjoy making the content, and at the end of the day, it's just to document my life and you know what I do. Well, I think some of this is coming from the outside, because that's right. This thing used to, I think, with the heat, it would seep out the top and it would drip here, and it would leave these marks on the outside of the tank. If anyone knows what that's from, or what that can be indicating, it'd be awesome to hear some feedback on that. Okay, I think we should be good to move on now to the sand. I'm going to try and scoop up as much as I can into the buckets, and then we'll try and bring some more sand in, some new sand, and just change it up a little bit as much as we can, really. But this is what it's looking like at the moment. I'll try and give you a look from into the tank. It's quite a lot of sand that we've got. These things, it's probably like 2 bags worth of sand, I'd say. But this stuff, once it's wet and it's compact, it's so hard to get up. Last time I used this, I just used something like a bucket like this. So it fits perfectly in here to pick up the sand. And it picks up quite a lot, which is great. Plonk. Help. What was that? It's hard to break up. They almost look like worms. Alright guys, we're back. The other day it just got quite late, so we ended it there, but we're back again to try and finish this tank. It's taken a little bit of time. It's just today I'm going to finish off just the rest of this little bit of sand. We're going to probably rinse it out just with water to get most of it out. But this is what it's looking like at the moment. I just need to take out these filters and probably take out the big filter. It's got water in it still, so been hesitant to do it. I mean, all this job has been pretty like that, to be fair. But yeah, we'll take out that tank. I'll get Tyler to help me do that. And then we'll take it outside. We'll rinse it out there on the grass. And then we should be good to go with cleaning out the rest of the tank, just getting off the rest of this sort of the algae and stuff like that. And then I should be good to start painting this. I might give it a light sand again to help the paint to stick to something. Alright, so now we've got to try and work out how to get this filter out, I reckon. I think that's probably at that point. A lot of this sand will just be able to wash out, to be honest, because we do have future plans on fixing the backyard. So doing that part's not really too much of a worry at the moment for me. So down here, this clip, I'm pretty sure if we have it down, it obviously lets like the water through to go through the filter. But I've got it up right now. Now I've got this plug that goes through here and it goes into here, and we've got to try and get the power cable through this hole to allow me to clean this filter without, actually, to be honest, if I can get this bottle out, I might be able to take the top bit off and then just have this in here while I clean this and empty this. Should work. I don't know. We'll see how we go.
Well, we got it out. That's a start. Jesus, it smells like crap. Alright, we gotta try and...
Alright.
Unfortunately, I think that's the way we're gonna have to do it. Let's see if we can do this without making a mess. I mean, should I just take it outside? Let's just take it outside, right? I mean, then we should be good.
Jesus, I'm dumb at times. I can't take it outside because it's stuck. Okay, we're back to square one. Oh, shit. Alright. Well, that's out, at least. There we go. Alright, we got this off now.
That doesn't sound too good, does it?
There's like these brushes that you can chuck down these tubes to give that a really good clean. Look how dirty that is. It's not ideal.
While we're at it, we'll take out the air pump.
The air pump, I think, actually failed as well, these things. So we'll need to buy some new... I've got some hose for it, I'm pretty sure. But I think we're going to need to get more of the air stones and maybe a new air pump. So I'm going to have to buy an air pump online, a new heater, probably some new media for this stuff. I think it's called media, I'm pretty sure. Like the stuff inside that helps keep the bacteria clean and keeps... not clean, but holds the bacteria to inevitably keep the water clean, if that makes sense. Yeah. I'm going to bring it outside just because I think it's going to be better to empty outside.
Bring it outside just to empty. Doesn't look too bad. This is the UV light. It also might have blown up as well. What do you think, guys? Do you reckon that could have possibly done something to the water? In a way? I don't know. It's interesting though. I don't even know if it runs anymore, to be honest. Oh, that'll be something worth looking at. If that's blown up, something could have possibly happened. I don't know. I have to look into it. Move Coco's toy. Empty, as we're going to be cleaning the whole thing anyway. But we will go and take this into the bathroom now and we'll give it a good clean.
Alright, so we're going to have to just take everything out for now. Put it all in the sink.
Oh, one of these floated up. This is our media. This is what they call media. Just chuck balls. They just catch the stuff. The bacteria, hold bacteria. Really good for fish tanks, but I might try and order some more.
Let's fill this up with some water. Doesn't matter. I think we'll do for now. We'll keep these to a side. Oh, wait. What we're basically doing is we're just trying to swish it around so the bacteria drops out. And right now we want to start with new bacteria. Because at the moment I don't even know if that filter is the thing that broke this whole thing and killed the whole tank. I'm suspecting it though because of that whole blackness and then I seen the light. And if anyone else knows what possibly might have went wrong, it'd be awesome to hear your feedback in the comments. But what I can confirm is that before I went on my trip to Thailand, we're actually in Thailand at the time when this happened, this filter never looked like this. So I'm suspecting something happened with that light, which killed the tank. But we'll give this a nice clean. It comes off as you wipe it. It doesn't really have too much of a smell to it, but that's thrown me that, to be honest. I'd love to know. So, check this out. This stuff actually comes off when you wipe it. Precise, man. I don't know what this was. What is that? My assumption is that the light's gone. Has to be, right? And if it is, I think they all got shocked to death. So just a quick update with the fish tank. I have basically taken out the fish tank. I've emptied basically all of the sand. I've just got to finish off a couple little things with it. We haven't gotten around to doing the stand yet, or like any painting or anything like that yet, but we do plan on eventually getting that done. I just think something's gone wrong with the filter. That's probably what stuffed up the tank in the first place. So I'm going to try and have a look into that, probably see if there's any remedy that I can do to either fix it, or if anything I might have to just replace it, which is fine. It's fine. It's annoying, if anything, because obviously that was the reason that probably killed the fish in the first place. And if I could have avoided it, I definitely would have, but these things happen. Like, it's not something that you should be sad about, you know. It's just something that you got to try and avoid next time, you know. But it is what it is. Yeah, so we'll hopefully get around to that eventually, and then yeah, we move on. These things happen. But yeah, I'm currently just taking Coco for a walk. Alright, good morning everyone. It's currently 6 in the morning. I'm off to work. I'm about to head to work, and we should be right to hopefully have some sun after work to finish some of the fish tank. And then after we finish that fish tank and stuff like that, we'll head on to painting all the fish tank stand and stuff like that. It's so cold right now. It's freezing for you in the morning in winter. Just got to sit there with you to demist your car. It's pretty crazy.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? For the tank video, it looks like we're going to be putting it to an end at the moment. Something did go horribly wrong with the electrical issue. I'm not 100% sure it was the electrical issue, but I'm not going to face the risk of it if it is. So I'm going to see if we can get some advice from people that are in that community that know a lot about tanks and a lot about aquarium setups. When I did take out the filter, I did notice like there was a whole bunch of black all around the actual base of the filter, like even the walls of the filter. And the bit where the UV light goes down, it was like really, really black at the point. So I have a feeling like an electrical fault happened. It electrified all the fish. And then something happened into the filter where it made it black. Because before I left for overseas, the filter was never like that. It was white. So for it to be all black inside, and even when I was cleaning it, it sort of smelled like a little bit of a burny smell, but it wasn't. It almost smelled like, because the filter, the problem being is that I left the filter there for probably about 6 months with water in it. So my assumptions would be, like the one thing I thought would be that it's probably like that smell because of how long I've left it for. But now that it's been a little bit, I'm starting to think it might not be that. And I think it definitely is coming down to that horrible truth of maybe something happened, like an electrical fault. But I really just want to see some opinions first before we move on to anything else. But yeah, Thanks, guys. Peace. Hey, guys. So, because I used to use a lot of my iPad for a lot of my videos, back when I just like my previous YouTube video, you'd see I used to record with my iPhone, but now since I've picked up the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, I've been recording with that, and that records in 4K, so it takes quite a lot of storage on my iPad, and my iPad just carks it straight away. As soon as I've tried to put in, like, I think it was like 6 or 7 videos, it just took up so much space, and now my iPad's out of space. So I've now lent to having to use my computer again for a lot of my videos, but I never really ever use my computer. Like, I would use it literally just to stream videos, because I used to play like a lot of Call of Duty and stuff like that. But even then, I was never really a PC person, so I always used to have to get used to a lot of things. So even if I had to like even like edit videos and stuff like that, it was hard because I had to get used to it, which is fine. Like, it's not too bad. But with an iPad and CapCut, it's just so easy. So I just got used to that, and then I just got comfortable with it. But now I'm gonna have to lean into that. This video is probably gonna be probably filmed. I'm gonna try. Not filmed. Edited on something that I'm more used to. Maybe I'm gonna try CapCut for desktop. But if you guys have any suggestions for any good PC editing software, I'd love to get any advice. I'm obviously on Windows, but I know that a lot of things and a lot of editing softwares now in these days are paid subscriptions. But I want something that's just, I guess, a flat fee. You just pay for the app and you can use it. That's it. Like, you can use everything. There's nothing. But I don't believe there's something out there anymore for that, which is fine. It is what it is. But if anyone knows anything like that, or even a paid subscription one, if it's got a lot of good features and it's user friendly, then I'd love to hear or see any suggestions. So drop them below. But what we're gonna have to do with this area is I'm just gonna have to give it a good clean out, because we use this room as like a spare room. We just sort of dump a lot of stuff in here. Not that it's like bad. It's organized mess. That's the key word here. It's organized mess. But I'm gonna organize the mess, the clean mess. Yeah. But yeah, I'll do that, and then I'm gonna try and start editing. I'm gonna like sort out a whole bunch of stuff on that computer. I've got to go through like all the files. I've got to do a whole bunch. But yeah, I'll get to that, and then hopefully by the time you guys see that video, you just don't have to deal with it. So enjoy.